Hi. Yes, the woman of the house. This is she. Y'all, I know I say this every week, but this week in particular is the motherfucking week I look like a genuine cisgender woman. Hello everyone, welcome to a series of Unflavorable Events, a series in which I talk about all of the rather unflavorable things that have happened in my life, but also juxtaposing it with my journey with the Edge Challenge. Also worth mentioning, Robin challenged me to make this video maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Let's see if I can do just that. This week, I'm coming at you live in real time, week 6, but this episode is week 5. So, I don't want to sound like every single YouTuber. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I haven't been posting lately, blah, blah, blah. I'm better than ever, and I'm ready to make so much more content. That's the truth for me, but also granted it was Pride Month, so of course the busiest season for a motherfucking drag queen. At some point this month, I'm going to make a cute little video talking about my journey with both Pride in the Park and New York City Pride. Those things are to come soon, so bear with me. On the Edge Challenge journey, I am making so much motherfucking strides. I did a cute little, rather cliff noted before and after photo, who I was on the left of the photo. I was not a very happy person, but now I'm more content person both in and out. My body has changed so rapidly. All I really did was just focus on doing the workout, but also focusing on the meal plans last month. It was just emotionally draining because I was still dealing with a breakup, all the emotional baggage that came with that, blah, blah, blah. Something that I came to learn was in order for me to be able to give the love that people need from me, I needed to be able to give that to myself firstly, but also secondly, if I didn't make sure that that love was being received right back to those same people, the love would not amount to much. If I were to level with you, I started this series because I wanted to document every step of my journey, but then I also started this series because the week before I started the Edge Challenge, I literally went through that breakup right then and there. I'm not copying this time. I'm no longer copying, but everyone else seems to be doing just that. I did what any sane person that was going through a breakup would do. Made sure to not feel a single emotion at all. I had worked so much. I had no room to even think about dealing with it at hand. Girl, let me tell you, overworking yourself is not the answer. Trying to be productive when you should be taking time to heal. How do you expect to be the best at what you do if you can't even do your best, period? I kind of also did this series as a way to kind of be if I could show off how happy and how successful I am without him, then he could totally see what he's missing out on, right? Well, bitch, that's not how any of this works. There's so many people on social media that make sure that people see that their lives look great on paper. I can guarantee you now, a lot of those people are not happy because they're selling you a fantasy that they're not actually living. And who's that hurting the most? Oh wait, the energy spent trying to make other people think that you are happy, that you moved on, or this, that, and the third, is energy that is literally being taken away from you progressing. Blair St. Clair said it best in the season 10 reunion. How you receive love is just as important as how you give it. I'm not complaining, and I'm not sitting here making it be I'm doing everything for everybody, but I made no time for me, so what about me? What about Jujuby? When people are giving me love, something that I've noticed about myself is for the longest time, I felt like anything that was remotely healthy or remotely good in my life, I felt like I didn't deserve it. So rather than appreciating it for what it was, I questioned it, its validity, blah, blah, blah. I was not living in the moment, and I'm not just talking about in terms of dating, right? I did this with friends, people that I didn't realize were really truly there for me, and I never let myself be able to see that. And it's very easy to do that when you do not love yourself. So why am I bringing this up? When I was dating the last guy I was dating, how I loved myself was a reflection of how I loved not just him, but other people. And I'm noticing that still to this day. I didn't trust the process. I wouldn't allow myself to live in the moment. I didn't love myself enough to be able to think that I deserved what I was getting. My insecurities, it kept me from seeing that I was hurting him. Me not being attentive and me not being vigilant to his needs. That's part of why everything plateaued. Without going into great detail, funny enough, as the door closed, the cosmic universe has a sense of humor. As soon as I verbalized that I did not want a a single man to even so much as look in my direction, even actively deleted all of my dating apps. The guy that I'm talking to now pops up and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Long story short, in very little ways already, I'm noticing myself do the thing where like, am I being given enough attention? Me, what about me? What about Juji? Rather than like, what is he doing for me? Bitch, I had to stop and I had to be like, what are you doing for him? In order for you to be able to be given the love that you want, you have to exemplify what that love looks like. And if that means setting boundaries, communicating, right? Being vigilant about your shortcomings as they happen rather than after the fact or even before the other party does anything. Do what you can to make sure that when you get the love that you get, that you do not lose it because you were too insecure or you were too in your head or you just felt as though you didn't deserve it. Everything you have it because you're ready for it. You deserve it. It's up to you to decide whether or not to believe that. For me, going back to the last episode about trusting the process, I didn't trust the process initially because I was just kind of like, I feel like this is so soon. Just like broken up as soon as I was like the revolving door to get me out of like that relationship. I got into like a whole new one without like looking for it either. Like it just, I was like, oh wow, I'm here again. I just want to be able to take everything that I learned from the previous relationship that I'm using Unflavorable Events to share with you all about and apply it to this new door that has opened in my life. Will I do just that? Well, we're gonna have to find out on the next episode of the series of Unflavorable Events.